Hi there. Hi there, my name is Anna Dolopo. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, and today I'm going to be talking about Mother's Day. And I want to wish everyone who's a mother or mother-like to the people and the pets around them, kind of like surrogate mothers. I wanted to wish them Happy Mother's Day. So, Happy Mother's Day to everyone who's either a mom or kind of a surrogate mom and gives love to people as if you are their own mother, and also to the mothers of their pets. I want to acknowledge all of you. Um, I want to keep this short and sweet today. This is my 69th video. I just want to extend some pearls of wisdom, especially to women who are my patients, who are newly pregnant or will be delivering soon, women who have children, especially if they're around 1 year old, um, and especially also to women who have two or more children under age 5. I have quite a few patients who have a few children, like 3 children, 5 or 6 years old and under, and that can be pretty stressful. I've got a 14-year-old. She just turned 14 on May 5th, and she did a huge, great, powerful presentation on the beginning of hip hop last Saturday on her birthday. It was an amazing presentation. Um, and then I have a 7-year-old. She'll be turning 8 in the summer, and I have a bonus baby. He is now 6 months old, and he's, as my other children, he's the light of my life, and I'm so grateful to have a son. Um, the reason why I want to make this video is because I have a lot of stressed out moms, and a lot of moms who they're about to become moms. They don't know what they're doing yet, and they're second guessing themselves. And I just want to say that, you know what, being a mom is very rewarding. It's fun, and it can also be very frustrating. I get mentorship. I have no problem asking for help. I've been mentored by my own mentor for 3 hours on how to, raise a teenager. And I stay open-minded, and I stay teachable, and I listen to what other people have to say, and I give myself a lot of slack. My kids are very busy. They go to school. I don't homeschool. I don't think I have that kind of patience. I would love to, but I know myself, I just don't have that kind of patience. And I really like their school. They go to a charter school. It's a Waldorf-based school. And so it's very nurturing, and I love their program. My oldest dances 10 hours a week. The middle one dances 6 hours a week. The 14-year-old, when she gets a chance, she trains with us in jiu-jitsu. It's not frequent, but we try at least on Sundays. The second one does train jiu-jitsu twice a week, and they both play violin, and they're very good. So my point is, we're very busy, and we're all involved in our jiu-jitsu training to some level. And so how I keep my sanity is I treat my workouts like I treat my job. For those of you who know me, I work 5 or 6 days a week. I have a very busy acupuncture practice here, and I treat a lot of patients in an hour. So it stays, very busy here. And I have to keep my sanity. I have to keep my happiness. I have to stay my patience. And that's something that I also work on as a mom. It can be very frustrating if I don't get my workouts. So I treat my workouts like I treat my job. Today is Saturday. I wake up without an alarm clock. I wake up around 6:45, sometimes earlier, usually not past 7. And I was at hip hop at 8 this morning. My 6-month-old was in Kids World, and my 14-year-old was dancing with me. The 7-year-old stayed at home. After hip hop, I went straight to boxing. My boxing class starts at 9, and doors lock at 9. So there's no dilly-dallying. The coach is pretty strict. So that's my 2 hours on Saturdays. If I don't work out on Saturdays, I will feel it. On Sundays, it's usually my day to train jiu-jitsu, and that's at least an hour to 2 hours. I don't get to train as frequently as I like, simply because this is just not the season in my life to train so frequently. I have 3 children, and I live in Mission Viejo, and where I train is in Tustin. It's a bit of a drive, so I don't get that frequency of being able to go. And I work strange hours, and it's just, and I do a lot of driving around. So this is just not the season in my life to be able to train as frequently, but at my jujitsu gym. But I'm able to do yoga. Yoga is new for me. So on Mondays, uh, those are work days. Tuesdays are work days. Wednesdays, I do my yoga in the morning. And I do work out Monday nights. And then I also um, work out Fridays. And so I try to get at least 2 to 3 days in. When I'm not so busy, there are things that I'm doing outside my life. Um, then I'm able to do 3 to 5 days a week. So I treat my workouts like I treat my job. That's very important to me, and that's something that I hope you really understand, that if you can try to work out anywhere between 2 to 5 times a week, maybe, for your own sanity, 2 to 3 times a week, so you don't feel like you're being pulled. That's something that you can incorporate, because the more you exercise, the more happy you will be. You get to lower your cortisol, increase your oxytocin, have fun, don't feel guilty for exercising. So, again, I do my best to work out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays and Sundays. And if I miss 2 or 3 days, I'm not going to feel guilty for it. I'm a career woman. I don't cook as often as I should. I love to, but that's the path that I've chosen. I'm here all kinds of hours, and I don't feel guilty for it. And I'm not going to. I do my best to make sure there's healthy food in the fridge, as, organic or natural as possible. But if it's not, I'm not gonna, not gonna feel guilty. It's just, if we can't always eat organic. Not everything is, accessible organic. But in my fridge, 80 to 90% organic or natural. But that's, part of how I stay sane is making time for myself. And I've been promoting I have 2 gyms, my jiu-jitsu gym at Total MMA and Brazilian Top Team in Tustin. And also I work at Renaissance right there in Aliso Viejo, 5 minutes from my daughter's school. And I've been promoting the Renaissance because there are so many stressed out women coming to my practice, and I realized that they offer childcare, their Kids World, to non-members. It's $8 an hour, and you can have 3 hours per child. So that's $24 per child for 3 hours. You can hang out at the bar, you can hang out in the patio, listen to live music, you can just get a smoothie in the cafe. There's a spa, you can get a massage. The reason why I'm sharing that is because a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to be a member. But that is one thing. I get 4 hours of childcare a day per child. And so it gives me so much sanity because I'm able to have time to myself. And when people ask me, how do you do it? I realize that's how I do it. I work a lot, but then I also get the chance to play a lot. And when things don't go as smoothly as I'd like it to go, I don't, feel guilty for it. And I allow myself to express my emotions. And I get a lot of acupuncture. And I get chiropractic adjustments. And I get massages. And yes, it costs money and it costs time. But that's how I do it. And if I am upset with my kids or I feel like I'm losing it, I tell them, you know what? I just need some time to just get my bearings together, and I apologize when I need to, and I just let them know, it's tough right now for me. I just need some time to myself, and just, and that's usually like, a couple of hours to just, chill out. So these are things that not a lot of moms talk about until they come here, and they feel really happy when I tell them, just give yourself some slack. You're human and you need help, and that's all. There's laundry to do, and there's dishes to do, and there's, You know, there are all kinds of things that we would normally delegate to other people, but we don't have that kind of help. So if it means taking a couple of hours off, not just on Mother's Day, but in general, you know, then do it. Figure out how to afford it. Time and money, figure it out. If you need backup babysitters, I have backup babysitters here in Orange County. I have 3 different women that help me here at the office in raising my son. And these are things that I wish someone told me a long time ago on how to be a mom and be very effective and not lose it. We need help. And in our society, here in Southern California or in the US in general, we're so detached. We don't live with our parents. Once we become adults, we go out on our own, and we're so detached from our friends and our family, and we only get to talk to them on the phone or on social media, but we're not like together in a house helping each other out. I only have one family here. The 2 sisters and their husbands and their kids all live together. And they were a little embarrassed to tell me that, but I was like, dude, that's amazing. You guys help each other out. You guys cook for each other. You guys are there for each other. And they're like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm like, you know what? More of us should be like that. Um, I would love that. So, to all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have an amazing day. Give yourself some slack. Don't feel guilty for anything. Acknowledge the people in your life. I acknowledge my husband as frequently as possible. He taught me everything. He taught me everything on how to raise kids for many reasons. You know, he was 10 when he became an uncle, and he taught me everything. He taught me how to change diapers, and he's a far better parent than I am, and I try to follow his lead. So acknowledge people, forgive yourself, ask for forgiveness, and just be very good to yourself and don't feel guilty for anything. And when you talk with other women, you feel better. So make time for your girlfriends, make time to talk to your friends, and don't feel guilty for anything. That's a huge part of my practice is just telling women, stop feeling guilty. Just have fun and have fun with your kids. It goes by so fast. It goes by so fast. And my daughter is only 14, but I talk to people with kids who are 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I have a patient who's 80 and his daughter's 50. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think just how fast time goes. And if I can take anything back, I wouldn't have been so strict. I can be a pretty strict mom. And I'm trying to chill out. So, anyways, I hope you have great Mother's Day and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.